offense a chance to get those 2 runs.
Thank you. My defense played a big role in that. Ethan and Zach made a bunch of double plays, kept us in it, and our outfield did a great job. And Ford Wilson came in with a big hit and got their run in.
Your pitch count incredibly low today for the amount that you pitched, 7 2/3 of an inning. And I believe you're only about 92 pitches today. You're very efficient, got a lot of outs early in counts. That's big, especially on Sunday.
Yeah, we looked at the past 2 days, and me and Corral talked about how aggressive they were and how if we keep the ball low and mix, that they'll probably get themselves out. And so we did that today, and they hit a lot of ground balls, and we got out of it.
Talk about being a Sunday starter in college baseball, because it's a big deal. You're either trying to salvage a game or usually trying to win a series on a Sunday.
Well, there's some pressure in it for sure. Today I was just trying to go out there and salvage a win, like you said. But usually it's either trying to save a series or win a series or sweep. So there's a lot of pressure in it, just like the other Friday and Saturday guys.
Well, despite losing the series, you guys are still on a good run here. You've won like 10 of the last 12. You've got 15 regular season games to go, and that gets you to 25 wins now through 41 games. You got, I believe, 4 weekend series left. Talk about where you guys stand now and where you're going here with 15 games to go.
Well, I think we're in a good spot. We're probably midway in half, third in conference and whatnot. And so I believe our pitching's getting good, getting back, and our hitting is had a little, after the Ole Miss game, they're kind of a little sluggish, but I believe that we're going to come back and hopefully beat Mississippi State and keep it rolling.
Well, Ford Wilson joins us the post-game. Ford, talked to you a little bit Friday and then yesterday in the dugout briefly. You said the ankle's feeling good. You're ready to get back out there, take a swing at it, and you get your first at-bat today, and I believe it was the first pitch, put it in the left field to tie the ball game.
Yes, sir. Ankle's been feeling better day by day. Been doing rehab every day for about 2 weeks now, and the team got hot when I was out, so I can't complain with what they're doing or the line that they're putting up there. So I got my chance today and produced.
How frustrating is that to sit out? Got to be an energy guy like yourself, and you banged it up on an energy play 2 weeks ago against UCF trying to beat out of a bunt. How frustrating is it to have to sit out like that?
It was real frustrating, especially after I was my bats were continually getting better, and I was starting to feel better at the plate. And then that happened, and it kind of put me out for a few weeks. But maybe we'll see what happens. We'll get back in it. Hopefully keep winning.
We got to get in there and run, and then out in the outfield today. But like I said, that big at-bat there, that kind of gets you going. That got the team going. It seemed to, you got that hit. We get the game tied up. We finally get a run on the board today after getting some leadoff in on. Seemed like just the weight was lifted off the shoulders of the offense after that hit.
Yeah, we've had trouble producing against their rotation all weekend long. We haven't scored any runs. We didn't really play that great this weekend, but they played good, and it was good to get that last run, that one run, and tie it up, and then Jake had a big hit.
Yeah, but you were Coach talked about this one. It's always tough down 0-2 in a series, trying to find energy and come back and try to salvage a win today. And early on, Southern Miss looked like they had the energy. Your team hung in there. You got to give a lot of credit to Alex Gunn. He kept this ball club in the game.
Yeah, he kept us in there. And you know, one thing he did today, he pitched down, and that's what you do. You pitch down, and good things happen to you. You know, 1 or 2 plays we didn't make that hurt a little bit, but we pitched around those, and then we went to defense late in the game and a 2-run lead, and it paid off for us.
Coach, Heath Hatfield ends up coming and closing it down, but going back to Alex Gunn today, 92 pitches. This is one of his longer outings of the season, but he's getting a lot of early outs. Very efficient today.
Yeah, he had a short stint last weekend, so he's coming off a low pitch count game today, and we felt like he'd be strong. I felt like after last Sunday, he'd have a lot of gas in the tank, and it was just a reverse for Eric. I thought, he had a long one, a complete game last week, and it was, it kind of takes its toll on him a little bit. So this time of the year, you got to kind of, pick and choose when you throw your bullpens and kind of alter your midweek things to what you're doing to stay strong for the weekend.
Ford Wilson, a big at-bat. That's been his first at-bat in 2 weeks. He's been out with that sprained ankle. Finally got into run and got into the outfield and got his first at-bat in a while. He made the most of it. I believe it was the first pitch he singled out in the left field. He's a guy that was on the team last year that made the run, so I know he wants to play, but he understands his team's been playing well over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and that was somewhat of a veteran at-bat. Mm-hmm. A younger kid might take 0-0, and we knew going in that he's probably going to get a fastball. But then getting in that moment after 2 weeks being out and pulling the trigger and moving the ball, that's somewhat of a veteran move that sometimes young guys aren't capable of. And then it allowed Jake Little to feed off of that and get another big hit behind him. So two big at bats there, you know, in a close game.
And you've been around the battles long enough and in various leagues to know that if you're going to compete in a league, you need to avoid the sweeps. Kind of the difference then in the season sometime is if you're able to salvage a game. You're not going to win every single series, but can you salvage a game, especially if you're down 0-2? This win a lot bigger than probably what people think it is.
Yeah, and I talked to our team this morning about how good Pierce is and how he can kind of get you, almost put you to sleep. He's been so dominant in the league now for 2 years, every weekend. That don't let that happen on Sunday. It kind of happened the first half. Then we got a little energy going, and we put some pretty good at bats together in the second half of the game.
Already got 32 wins. They won their series this weekend. I believe they played a doubleheader yesterday to win that, so they had the day off. But you've always got to like going to AutoZone Park to see Michael Wills pitch. It'll be his last start at AutoZone Park. He has had a lot of success down there. If their college pitcher is built for AutoZone, it has been Michael Wills.
He's been very good this year, and it's a strange role for a fifth-year senior that doesn't factor in the plans on the weekend, but yet has those big games in the midweek, and he's handled the job phenomenally. And he prepares very diligently, and the team loves playing behind him.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Congratulations. We'll talk to you Tuesday night.
Thanks, Jeff.
Head Coach Darren Schuenreich. Got to wrap it up from FedEx Park.